Hey, it's Greg over at DIY RV and Home and Camper's Life. We're out here at La Posa South, long-term visitor area in Quartzsite. So you might hear some background noises, vehicles driving by and everything like that. Please forgive me for that. But today I'm going to be replacing my propane regulator on my trailer. Now, I have a dual regulator on my trailer for my dual tanks. And backstory is about a month ago we were at our work camping job in California and started noticing propane odor. Come to find out, the regulator had failed and it was seeping past it. And to take care of it, went ahead and decided to replace the regulator out. There was nothing available right away. In the store, they had just a single regulator, which was actually the one that's on right now, which is the Olympian 2-stage propane regulator. Link in the description below. And that was the only thing available. I checked around locally at different places. I went to a hardware store who said they had them, and unfortunately they had regulators for grills and stuff like that, but did not have one for the RV like I asked. The only thing available would have been just to order it. So I went ahead, went back to the campground, and at the store they had that single propane bottle regulator. I picked that up just so we could have one on there, just so we're not leaking propane. And went ahead and ordered a Skyflame, a dual bottle regulator off of Amazon. Again, description, it's got the link. And we're going to replace that today. I've already turned the bottles off. You can see no bottles here. So everything's already shut off. And tools that I'm going to use today, I'm just going to be real quick and easy and dirty. I mean, not everybody's going to have the right wrench for it. They might have just a crescent wrench or some pliers. We're going to use pliers today. But the most important thing is you want to make sure you have the right type of Teflon tape. There's a yellow tape that is for propane, and also this blue Monster is designed for use with gases and propane. So make sure you have the proper Teflon tape, not the Teflon tape that just comes in the plumbing section of your hardware store. You want to make sure it's the right stuff. So as simple as it, we're going to grab right here with our pliers. Take our other set. Get a good bite on it. Just not going to go anywhere, and we're just going to twist it off. Now you can see the color blue. That's the tape I already used. And best part is I'm going to reuse this. I'm going to use it somewhere else. Let's clean up our threads, get rid of the tape so we can put some fresh tape on it. I mean, this is such a simple job. Now the regulator I bought came with hoses and connectors. Now let me show you. The reason why I went specifically with this brand with these hoses is look at the crimps on this. Very good crimp job on this. There's some out there that have like 4 lines where they're crimped down. It's not a great crimp. I've had problems where they've leaked out. I don't have the name brand because per se, I just keep, if I see that, I walk away from it. I want to make sure you have quality crimps on that. All right. So we've got that out. Again, just a quick standard automatic changeover with your manual sweep button for you to select the hoses. And we've got screws and mounting so we can mount on. Now we've got with this box a new mount bracket, or we can just use the old mount bracket, whichever one we want to use. If this works, well, I'm actually going to use the new one because looking at the bolt pattern, this does not have a dual, so we'll put a new bracket on there also. So I'm going to go ahead right here. It's got a cover on the threads so nothing got into it. We'll take that off. You want to make sure that you have the proper size threads for it, which I'd already checked prior. All right, let's go ahead and take and just tear a piece of this tape off. Not yay much. And you end up a little bit. Now let's go ahead and apply this. Now we're going to apply it as if we are threading something onto it. We want to go in the same rotation as that so we don't roll the tape off as we put the new regulator on. I'd say 3 wraps is pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and just hold it, feel it, just kind of press it into the threads just like that. Make sure that none of it is over the front of the nipple. When you put it on, if it breaks, it can go inside, lodge into some of the orifices, cause issues down the line. This way it won't. Yeah, we just go ahead and screw this on as the wind starts to pick up. Take our channel locks, our pliers, once again, tighten it up. That is going to be quite adequate. You don't need to run the threads all the way in. You'll actually split the fitting or the regulator because these fittings are tapered. So as you do put them in, they're going to press against the threads to create that seal along with the Teflon. So now we've got that. We can go ahead and take all this off. Now I've got a nut right here that I'm going to have to take off, so I'm going to do that off camera and I'll come back. And we are back. I was actually able to unthread the whole rod off and take the old regulator and the bracket off. So now I can just go ahead and screw this back down. Put that bracket on there. Now I'm going to need to, that's the old one, here's the new one. Go ahead and take these screws and we'll put them to that bracket. There it is. I know the bottles aren't in there. We're not hooked back up yet. That's because I'm actually gonna change up a little bit. I'm gonna actually have the regulator hanging down so I can hook my bottles up out here. Don't have to take them in and out every time I gotta go get propane. But once I do get them hooked up and I turn the bottles on, I'm gonna go get some soapy water and I'm gonna check the connection I made along with all of the other connections and crimp points where the ferrule has been crimped around the hose bib for the connection. I want to make sure everything is tight and there's no leaks. Other than that, that's it. I mean, I hope you guys know how to put your bottles on, turn them on. I'm not going to show you that. Just make sure you use the proper Teflon tape. Take your time. It's a simple job. Anybody can do it. All right. I hope you guys got something out of this quick little fix. I'll show you what I'm going to do with this at a different time. So if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe, share, and until the next one, happy capping.